the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. I'm Peter King. The government's October jobs report was, as expected, not great.
This report was plagued by Hurricanes Helene and Milton.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
In addition to devastating wide swaths of the southeast, prior to the landfall of both storms, there were large-scale evacuations, which probably pushed down job creation dramatically in the area.
Overall, the Labor Department says hiring dropped sharply to just 12,000 new jobs. It was more than 223,000 back in September. Unemployment stayed flat at 4.1%. The home stretch of Campaign 2024 has Vice President Kamala Harris campaigning today in Wisconsin. Former President Donald Trump also goes to Wisconsin and then Michigan. CBS News campaign correspondent Robert Costa on what to expect for the next few days.
They're trying to reawaken their bases in each respective party. They're also trying to reintroduce themselves to voters. Some voters really, I know we've been paying attention, it seems like years to this campaign. Some voters don't start really paying attention until this final weekend. So you're going to see a return to core messages.
Overnight in Orlando, late-night Halloween celebrations shattered by gunfire. When it was over, 6 people were wounded, 2 people dead. WKMG-TV's Steve Montiero is a former Florida State Trooper.
People just started running all throughout downtown. On body camera video, you see Orlando Police Department officers that were out there working the security detail identify the shooter and take the suspect to the ground.
That suspect is a 17-year-old man. No word yet on a possible motive. The death toll from the rain and flash floods in eastern Spain has passed the 200 mark, with many people trapped in their homes. CBS's Vicki Barker is at the foreign desk.
Survivors took through what's left of their home. My wife and I don't want to live here anymore, this man says. He breaks down when he says local authorities failed to do anything about the ever-worsening floods. And now this. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
We all know that sugar is sweet, but too much is not good for you. And new research shows that if you start restricting sugar at a very young age, you've got a better chance at avoiding a major health issue. CBS's Michael George.
A study in the UK looked at the post-World War II era when sugar was being rationed. It found that babies born during that time grew up to have a 35% lower chance of having diabetes and a 20% lower chance of having high blood pressure.
Ahead of the opening bell, S&P futures are up 30, Dow futures are up 217 points. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 49 degrees in Berkeley, California.